everybody. Thursday afternoon, quite late because I've been teaching all day, which has been fabulous fun. I've enjoyed myself. Very lovely. Back to normality a little bit. We are so fortunate here in Cornwall. Right, just two quick things for us this afternoon. First block as such of Witter Quilt 7, which is our Loved Somewhere quilt. Our fabrics have been loved somewhere or other by somebody at some point, but might not necessarily be to our taste. So what I had to do, or at least what I did the other day, was I picked out all these weird and wonderfuls, yeah, including me camels, and a plainish one, which to be fair isn't my normal taste, but I was hopeful that this is going to tie everything together. So what I've done, decided we're going to have lots of little squares. Okay, so we'll do something in the squares, and each square will be finished at 5 inches. So we're aiming for 5.5 at this point. Okay, and the first style of little square we're going to do is a little bit like well, it's just a framed piece of your fabric. Okay, so there we are. I had 9 fabrics, I believe. So there's me camel. And actually, by doing this, I've semi-fussy cutted, so taken specific pieces that I wanted out of the fabric I was looking at. So look at the frog. The frog's where I wanted the frog, and the camels are doing the camel thing. Yeah, okay. So then I've done the others, and the more I look at these, the more I think I have no idea why I had some of these, but there we are. That's life, isn't it? So there we go. So we've got what, 1 2 3 4 5, I can count and everything, 6 7 8, so there's 9. So actually I've pulled out 10 fabrics in total because I had that one, and the black one I've got a big piece of because I'm going to put that on the back of whatever we finish as well, and I'm going to use as many of them as I can throughout. So just these little framed pieces of fabric. Okay, so this is a 3-inch finish there, so we're cutting 3.5-inch square piece of the fabrics, and we're putting an inch border around, so we're cutting 1.5 inches around it. Okay, and all I've done simply is a little bit like what they would call courthouse steps, and I've put piece top and bottom and then side and side on all of them with this one fabric that I'm hopeful will go far enough and tone everything in together. Okay, so that's the first little square, lots of them. All right, what I'm thinking is I have no idea what we'll do in each of these little squares as we go each time, but you know, we'll find something, and when that's done we can then arrange them all and put them into a quilt top. I thought that might be fun, but it will use up some of the fabric that maybe we're not using that we should. All right, and as I said before, actually, do you know what, if it doesn't turn out very fabulous or not to your liking, there's an awful lot of good causes out there who I'm sure would love them. All right, so there we go. Now what I did end up doing the other day as well, which I had no intention of, I was asked by one young lady, could she have a pack of fabrics, because she didn't have masses of her own, I don't think. And so I made her up a kit. I went indoors because I've got an awful lot of fabric, I have to admit it. So I went indoors and I picked out 10 fabrics, and I cut 5/4 of each, and I've sent them to her. All right, so all sorts of loveliness, but all sorts of weird as well. We had a few photos first to make sure she was quite happy with that. So if anybody else needs a pack of somebody loves, 10 fat quarters including postage, 30 quid. I don't think that was too bad. 2.5 meters with postage. Yeah, is it 2.5? Yeah, something like that. Anyway, some of it's really retro, some of it's not so retro, but there we go. So if anybody is in need of some fabrics, let me know and I'll sort out a pack for you. Okay, now the only other thing I want to say today, because we're coming up to Christmas and we like Christmas, and we all know I like Christmas. I'm having a hot moment here. Can you tell I'm a bit pink? Fabric fabric, presents. We like this, don't we? So do you know what? I sit here and I look at all this loveliness that I've got, and I'm very lucky and I'm very fortunate. So what I'm going to do, there'll be an if and a but to it, because there always is, isn't there? A lot of you will know that I sell Tilda fabrics that I absolutely adore. And I cut up special packs, okay, which I know quite a few of you have bought from me in the past, which are, got another one up there somewhere, long quarters, okay, so long quarters of fabrics. And there's 12 different fabrics in there that are Tilda fabrics of the range that is current at the moment. So it's up-to-date fabric. 12 long quarters in a pack. I usually sell them at 45, which is still cheap, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to give some away because I thought that might be nice. So I've got 2 packs here, but what I'm going to do, we're going to do something a bit more fun for a change. I'm going to do it on Facebook, okay, so you may well be watching me on YouTube, but you need to go over to Facebook onto my page. Excuse me, there's something in my eyeball here, other than my eyeball, that is. My Facebook page being Abbieanne Patchwork, Quilting and Textiles, okay. So if you go over onto my Facebook page, in a minute I'm going to put a post up, if it's not already there by the time you're watching this. And what you're going to need to do to win these, all right, you need to like my page, which I think is pretty standard for all things, isn't it, these days? But what I want you to do in comments is tag your bestie, tag your friend, and then I'll pull out at random a name, and then you and your friend will get a pack each. How's that? Is that a good plan? All right, so your friend has to like my page as well though. All right, so there always has to be a button, a thing and a something. So yeah, I thought that would be a nice idea. So lots of lovely fabric to have to make something wonderful with. So onto my Facebook page, Abbieanne Patchwork, Quilting and Textiles. Find the post that I will put on there, and I'll pin it to the top. And we'll have this open until next Wednesday. I'm sure in my brain I said Wednesday. What date's that then when it's at home? What's next Wednesday? Where are we? We are, today we're Friday. No, we're Thursday, aren't we? So next Wednesday's the... Can't be. I'm in the wrong week here. I don't add us up at Christmas. I've lost a week. So next Wednesday, so the 16th, okay? So you've got to the 16th of December, and I will say 2020, just in case you're watching an old video in years to come, who knows. On my Facebook page, like my page, tag your friend in comments below, but only on that original post, okay? Your friend needs to like my page as well, please. And then once you've done that, I'll stick you in the drawer for the 16th, so it'll finish at midnight on the 16th, okay? And then on the 17th I'll pull out, and then I can send you one each. I reckon that'd be a good thing to do. What else? Is there anything else you need to do? It's not associated with anybody and anything, terms and conditions and all the rest of it. Very straightforward, basically, okay? If you want to share the post, that's lovely, feel free to do so. But what I will say, anybody that wants to enter, it has to be on the original post, okay? So if you share it, and please share it, that would be lovely and appreciated. It's not part and parcel that you have to, but it would be nice if you did. But make sure that people know they have to enter actually on my page. Okay, is that good? Hopefully. So there's lots of lovely fabrics there for you and your friend, all right? So you can go and win something for your bestie. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? And then I'll post it out, and hopefully you'll get that before Christmas. I thought that would be fun, and I hope you do too. So there we go. That's what I'm going to go on about today, because as you can see by the mess that's all around here, and I'll just do a quick look. That's the next mystery quilt. Is all sunflowers. That's all you're seeing. I'm not going to show any more. I've nearly finished it. Don't have to go for quilting then. So there we are. That's the next sunflower mystery. This big field full of sunflowers. I can't wait to see it done. All right, so there we are. Nice mess. 3 things: tidying, a bit of exercise, and go and make sure all your mates are okay. All right, make sure everybody's all right and lovely and happy and all the rest of it, because it's season of whatsits and things, isn't it? Yeah, definitely. One thing left for me to say, be lovely.